red Solo cup. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Gentlemen, and possibly one or two females. What are we looking at today? We're looking at a NEIN from Surly. This is inspired by a recent trip to Blomberg, Germany. NEIN is brewed with oak smoked wheat malt, fermented with German Hefeweizen yeast, and aged on charred oak. It is a huge, complex. It's gonna be huge. Huge, complex dark beer delivering the intense flavors of smoked banana, vanilla, and clove. Banana. And it's got this, so we all know it has to be good. Now, if it was this around a cork, probably wouldn't even be able to drink it. And my my knife is color matched to the wax. How quaint, huh? So, Mr. Holster, just bear with me here a second. Almost. I guess technically all I really need is a clear spot in the side to get the opener on it. And what opener should that be? What is something I haven't used in a while? Oh, we got the big set of balls on the opener from Ed. So if I do this right there, don't want to jinx myself, but you know, I haven't had a this is gonna sound terrible. I haven't had a geyser in a while. She's dark. Firefly, low. Ooh, right away, right there on the low. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. What? Wardrobe malfunction. I didn't even catch that. Too late now. Beer's open. Definitely getting that smoky oak. Okay. Cheers. Pretty much tastes just like it smells, but obviously the level of complexity comes up. Ooh, and the flavors that just keep pouring on at the end. Now, for actually reading bananas, vanilla, clove, all that, it doesn't have your real stereotypical like Vitus or something with that whole banana thing going on. Matter of fact, when I just think of banana and then this, maybe way off in the background, but it's those really deep, malty, smoky malts And then the fact that it just sits and ages in charred oak barrels. Are they charred on the inside or the outside? I think that'd make a difference. Okay. Maybe a little bit of banana, like right up front. And first comment, well actually last comment missed on the Lake Made Lager was Brad saying nice boobies. Couldn't miss that one. First was Aunt Keck. Second, paint that mask white and you'll have Michael Myers wearing mega hat. Laugh out loud. Smile Money. Second. Bulwark 1911. Make America Great Again. And haha at the Democratic flaming tailspin. Absolutely. Bulwark. Is the audio sync that fucked up for someone else, or am I just really drunk tonight? I don't know. Is it just a coincidence? I mean, is it that YouTube can't handle? I mean, I've watched videos. I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing. If you were to go watch it like right now, if you were to go back in time, you know, is it it's almost like they released the shit too soon. Like before, I mean, first of all, from the moment that it's up, if you go over there and you're like Aunt Keck and you're one of the first people saying first, right off the bat you can't get HD. It's like they release it as soon as they can and then they like render it correctly or something. I don't know. From the first, I think Bulwark's comment was one of the first one that popped up on my feed, and I just went straight to the video, and it worked just fine. So, but they seem to not be able to handle anything when it approaches an hour for me. Of course, the whole process would go faster if I used something other than 1080. Aunt Keck, Bulwark 1911. Yes, the audio is way off, but keep drinking and it might help. Aunt Keck, that looks delicious. Aunt Keck, I meant the hot damn naughty sexy black-haired beer brew babe. I figured that. Aunt Keck, sir, I salute you. After last night's onslaught of shots, which by the way was fucking impressive, I will cease requesting shots till the next review. Oh, and your audio is working better. J-Dog, here. Snoring Desert Prepper, oh shit. Hide your pussy. Trump runs the train. Oh yeah. Isn't it kind of funny how, for the most part, when you actually use your brain and you're not just being dictated by your hatred for this country and wanting to be easily manipulated. I mean, for the most part, I'm sorry, if you're a Democrat, not necessarily a Democrat, because you're probably a Democrat, if for sure a libtard, and especially a millennial libtard, you should be embarrassed by how easily manipulated you are. I mean, after Blog Radio last night, which was a blast, like always, I really enjoy the crew night. And I'll throw this out there. If you're interested in being the guest for a couple of hours, and especially if you're, say, have the same viewpoint that, Stephen Bush and Paul Hasman 440 has, you want to be the guest, fuck, I will clear the slate. I will make it known right now to you and John that if we have a call, you make your point, hang out as long as you want, and as soon as it just seems like it's getting out of control, bam, you're out of here, because I don't want anyone that volunteers to come on the show and have some fun and then not be able to, not feel like they're actually the guest, more like they're waiting around for someone to shut the fuck up. So, for me, the crew nights are a lot of fun, and the crew is big enough, and there's more than enough material out there to work with, and, all we really need is a continuous influx of fresh calls, and it's all good. And I'm definitely not picking on anyone in particular, because, yes, Mario, if you're listening, and a couple others, the length of time that you can be in a call can sometimes get excessive, but there's also a lot of funny ass shit there that keeps everyone laughing. And I would never ever wish that Mario doesn't call. I mean, usually in the pre-chat video, it's like, I wonder if Mario will hit us up in the first hour, you know, the first caller or whatever, because not only is Mario funny, but I have the utmost respect for him because of his passion for this country and his serving to keep the rest of us dumbasses safe. So, and then, of course, Mario is also one of several of my sources to the stupidity that goes on in California. How some of you guys stay sane, I will never quite understand. Big Jeff, Midway Shooter, Mario. So, honestly, guys, I always keep the calls coming in, but on a crew night, like I really don't care. I mean, let's you know, like last night, I was wondering if Mario was still there going into the second hour, because he was like quiet. He could have just been there listening. And on a crew night, it just really doesn't really matter. But on a guest night, yeah, I don't want anyone to have that feeling like, why was I here? That should not be a question for you. Snorin does a prep a great review. This group is awesome, seriously. I just want to say cheers to everyone except for Aunt Keck. Oh, and Smile Money and Bork 1911 plus J-Dog. Basically, it looks like everyone that beat him in. Stephen Bush. Shit, I don't bitch. I can upgrade from 2.5 speed to 2. Yeah? Gunwild 1. Speaking of grab her by the pussy, hello, brew babe. Seriously, is that look right there ever not led to the Holy Land? No pun intended. Zeus. Some high rolling beer action with the best. Zeus. We had a son, dad, and grandpa get carbon monoxide poisoning during hunting season. They died. Why don't cell phones have a carbon monoxide detector? Are you serious, Zeus? Holy shit. Here's a scenario where I wish I would have read the comments first. I am so sorry to hear that, Zeus. I'm surprised you're back at all. All I can say is my heart, my prayers go out to you, and I'm not sure how you ever recover. Foodmaster Chew 12. What an intro. Sorry I'm late. Been on Ancestry.com for the past 6 hours. What in the hell? I'll have to finish this tomorrow. Cheers. Hasman 440. I thought I was tripping watching this video. Sync is all fucked up. Left after 3 minutes. Finally, something I agree with from Chuck. YouTube is always fucking with Eric. Yeah, no shit, Chuck. You may like to make fun, but I continuously get examples. I had I don't know if he's a business owner, but definitely a higher up for a company, and at this moment in time, I don't even want to say what company it is. And according to his research, I've been mostly inactive for the last 3 years. So really, some people see no new material at all over at Ebomi. And if you want to know where my hostilities come from, it could have been a good company to work with, a great product, a well-known name, improve one of my favorite rifles. Not saying that I might still just say heck with it and go it on my own. Not that the cost is well, the cost is an issue right now because I'm trying to do the right thing and not the wrong thing. But the cost of what I want isn't terrible. But it's like the attitude from some people in some of the companies. You know, you get a company like, say, Huber Concepts, and if I took a piece of paper and wrote down everything that John Huber has done for me, and then because of me sent me stuff that either I sent on to somebody else or made a phone call and said, hey, so-and-so's calling, if you could help them out a little bit. I'm not expecting you to bend over backwards, have it be free, and then fly out there and install it for him or anything like that, but yet John does that kind of shit anyway. And then you deal with another company and they act like their fairly inexpensive item is worth its weight in gold. And I don't know, some of these companies I just don't get it. They don't want to deal with you unless you are like Hickok 45 or something. I mean, of course I'm not sub to him, but is he even doing anything anymore, or is he still ass chapped? Tardisius, well, it's Groundhog's Day again, cowbell. Wade, unsolicited joke. Okay, that's what's 5 miles long and has an IQ of 40. A Democratic parade. Love all you deplorable assholes. Cheers. I'm not sure if 40 is, that might be a little high, actually. Joey Cuz. Creepy Donald. Wow. Not what I want to wake up to. Now, the intro picture. Jim looked way too happy. That was some more good stuff from William Glockgeist. See that, Jay, at Elite Ammunition? Pour hard, baby. Get those juices flowing. Joey, right now it's like watching a Godzilla movie with the audio out of sync. Joey Cuz, you need to stop falling into the peer pressure of doing shots. You are your own person. I know where this is going to go. You are your own person and you don't need to impress anyone. Now with that said, stop being a pussy and do a shot. Okay, Joey, let us remember this moment, because right before I pressed record, I watched your video with your unpackaging from Hazman, and next week's blog radio is going to be a bitch unless you have that gone between now and then, which I'll be disappointed no matter how it works out. But if it's that good, I fought the desire to open up that bottle of virus vodka from that Johnny brought me, and well, that takes I don't need to tell Hazman this, but a bottle of vodka is probably good for maybe an hour and a half. Tops 2. The only reason that I have any left is after the orange juice ran out. Didn't need much of it, but after the orange juice ran out, I had a couple of shots and then just figured I'd get more orange juice. Oh yeah, and to take a shot. Since I'm already partaking in something that has a nice smoky, I know I don't want to waste any of it. Oh, did I bring anything? Oh yeah, I was gonna. I also keep forgetting to, someone remind me in case I forget this video. I got a couple of bottle openers. I was undecided about doing this one today. This one was 16.8%. That one doesn't say anything on it. But I'm not sure what's in that. Just so I don't forget, I'm just wondering if anybody out there has tried this. I've never even heard of it, and I saw this today, and I didn't necessarily want to. My plan wasn't to buy anything, and I talked to Andy, and he said basically what they got on that is all they had, and when it's gone, it's gone, and there was only like something else to remind me. Remind me about that. When they were gone, and there was only 3 of them, 3 6-packs. So now there's 2. So I figured, I might add a little bit of this to that just to see what happens, because this is really good. In case it happens again, we are fresh, new into the comments after all. Joey, from what I'm told, they do not make an AK that loads from the top like an SKS. The top cover has a loading hole, and the bolt is step up like an SKS bolt, so you can use the SKS stripper clips to load it. Joey, no more Godzilla movie. Audio matches the video again. Oh, there you go. Crazy Scotsman, straight 10 on the brew, babes. Gillian 426, very funny. Eric, cheers, my friend. Gillian, feel the burn. Gillian, these new and upcoming gun laws are so damn stupid, it's funny. Ugh. Otis, the damn soundtrack is off. Fuck. Okay, so explain this to me. Otis, your comment is newer than Joey's comment, yet you were having audio problems and he was not. Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig, funny, disgusting, and fast. That is the title of a lot of honeymoons. Smile money. I missed the rants on the thumbs down. I think the guy you were talking about lost his nuts, and he had lost his nuts. He had propped up. Oh, trust me, that was a topic of discussion in the after party last night. And if, again, go ahead. put any. Go ahead and say whatever you want, but KB and I'm not sure who you're talking about, Smile Money, but I think whoever you were talking about might have something that yeah. I like in the fact that, well, my IT guy basically had it narrowed down to wow, it seems to be very similar to your area, huh? And then yet Kate, the person playing KB was like, "You're an idiot," and blah blah blah. You have no idea who I am. Oh really? Should I call your voiceover phone number? Oh yeah, you have one of those. Gillian, slide bite hurts. Yes, it does. Well, not at first, because that shit's all happening so fast. It's like bam, bam, bam. Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark. Hey, that's starting to hurt. You just squirt a little Ballistol on it, you're all good. Put some duct tape. Mr. Holster, 321, I am impressed since that includes the time with the Trump intro. So I guess the better the brew, the less the minimum time should... No. Hello, company. This is going to be huge. Make America thirsty again. Whoops. Ed, side boob. Yeah. You know, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes less is more, but not always. I'm so disappointed right now because on the monitor for the camera, I can't shut the feed off of what the camera sees, and there's a big, I'm not even sure what the hell it even stands for. Not photo mode. There's a big P right on her face where those absolutely, I will do anal thing for you blue eyes are. But, you know, you can get them from this angle. They could be gray. They might be gray. Who cares, really? Now that I think about it. Ed, wow, I need another drink. Well, at least you do. Cheers, Ed. Brad, I say fuck her right in the pussy. Remember that guy? Brad, I think you need to get your shine on. Brad, why? Why, Brad? God, I should just drink it all and just get this shit over with. It's like the bottle that won't go away. But Joey's right. You have no power over me. These are not the droids we are looking for. You know what's always good for your sinuses? Or not. Yeah, smile money, I'm stalling. Because it isn't what the... Well, it's probably because of the alcohol percentage, but it's the effect. It's like you almost have to figure out how to drink it so you can just... You don't want it to hit the little dingleberry at the back of your throat because it's like... I think I might have made it. Hey, did I mention the other day that... yeah, I think I did. That Ruger is making the American... chambered in 7.62 by 39. I'm going with 10%. And I'm not psychic. It's not on the damn bottle, but almost everything from Surly in their higher end releases are all like 8, 9, 9%, 10%, 10. I think 10.5 might have been like the highest. And it, hang on, let me see. Yeah, if you were to chug it, you get a little bit of a warming. So I'm just going to go with a solid 10%. Okay. Rich from Master 212. That is one great looking brew babe, brother. Wow. Even though it was only a side boob. Rich again. That is definitely a great crew on the BTR. I'm not sure. Was the live brew review maybe? I only wish I was off on Friday night so I could tune in more. Oh, the blog radio show? You know, you guys in your initials, you just like to fuck with me all the time. Rich, yes, I need to find a pair of those PPSs in M1 style. Absolutely. Problem is the way you are on your Zen Master of fucking all things on sale. Foodmaster 212 again. Well, that sounds pretty yummy at 9.5. Another fine review, brother. Cheers, my friend. Thank you, Rich. Another guy where I really wish wasn't so far away. If we all lived in the same area, boy, that would be like some liver complete failure. Cadillac V. Shotgun Love. I'm assuming that you are talking about the Paul, the Hazman 440 scenario that went down versus an actual shotgun. Down here, I guess there's 3 of them down here. The Youth Build, the TriStar, the double barrel 10 gauge. Oh, excuse me. And an older Mossberg 500. And then there's just a shitload of shots. Joey Cuz, talk about people missing. Where has Multi-Gunman been? That's an excellent question. He has not been around lately, which again always scares me when people that the only way I can get a hold of him is going through YouTube. So, Multi-Gunman, if you're watching these and just don't have a comment, leave a comment. We miss you. Another Canadian. Eh? Joey Cuz, that SBR, that's not really an SBR, to me, is not worth the money, especially if they have proprietary rounds for it. Hell, yeah, I think the gun is close to $2,000. See, I thought I read something that was only like $1,200, which to me was fucking stupidly ridiculous. But if it really is going to sell for $2,000, nah, they can stick that right up their ass. And don't worry though, when the bullet goes in, it won't be spinning. Do I love the fact that they're sticking it to the man? Absolutely. The problem is they're also sticking it to you because you get what you can already have for right now. I bet you I could build a nice, not just an anything, but a nice AR pistol, which then all you have to do is put a different stock on it and you have an SBR, but a nice AR pistol for $500. I mean, I can maybe even throw some Odinworks stuff on there for you. I mean, look at the latest one. Shockwave on it on a regular tube. Just fucking set it wherever you want. And like we were talking about last night, segue, you can just try to figure out what the fuck's going on with her clothes. And Well, it's not a regular tube. Hang on, this won't do. There, that's better. This particular tube has the spots where you pick where you want it to be, and then just lock it in. And like we were talking about last night, like, I'll give credit where credit is due to Christopher. You find the spot that's right for you. If you own it, then who cares if it fucking moves? What is the difference between this and anything else? Looks like a stock, works like a stock, is positioned where I want it, especially now that I can actually, well, I have plenty of videos out there where I was doing this anyway, because if our government is so fucking lame and there's nothing else they could be doing, like taking care of our borders, protecting American citizens, that they just have to like sneak around and find Americans that shoulder fired their legally owned firearm, well, good for you. Me, I never gave a flying fuck about it. You'll never, I don't think you can find a video where I was going like this, because I wasn't. I was going like this. But, like I said, if this was adjustable, the only time it would be in is if it was in a case that required it to collapse in order for it to fit. In the case of a pistol, just set it where I am always going to be using it. So, you really want to pay $1,500 more for a button? Yeah, there's what you can do with your fucking button. Yeah, I know, smile money, this will come as a fucking complete surprise to you. I still need to get out and make sure that this guy cycles, and I want to bring someone with me so that they can enjoy this break. I guess I'm going to find out what happens to me, because when I'm like right here, if I move my thumb just a little bit out of the way, all I see is that. And here's the funny thing. You know, of course, my good friend Stephen Bush sent me this, and then I polished it up so it would match the barrel. It was originally Obama colored, and I made the comment about taking this off of here and literally got fucking jumped by you guys. So I'm gonna wait and shoot it first, because I do think it does look badass. So. Pez dispenser. Oh, and Ed, I thought I'd show you this. This is the CZ512 for the youth giveaway. Here's the flip-up sights that Crazy Scotsman sent, that took the wind right out of the sails for Ed. So then Ed said he was going to get me, was thinking about, Ed wants to get a red dot for it. I'm just fucking with you, Ed. This is Christine's old one. I just put it on here to make you go, fucking hey. 25 rounds. Big Jeff, anyone in New Jersey, and Joey. And while we're taking a momentary time out to talk about firearms, 8 slots, well, at least as of last night, 8 slots left to be the owner of this. And like I said, if you live behind enemy lines and you win, I offer a completely free storage option for you. I'm telling you, I realize, I mean, it sounds like a huge setback for me, but if you purchase this, say you're Big Jeff and you purchase this, or Midway Shooter and you purchase this, or Joey or anybody, Jerry, you purchase this and you turn out to be the winner, not only will I give this a home until you're ready, I will properly feed it and maintain it. I know. It just seems too good to be true that someone was, actually willing to do it for you. But that's right. Eight slots left, and then we do the drawing. We were also talking about that last night. Random.org. Some of you, like Jim, on the third one, 1, 2, 3, and that's who the winner is. I haven't done that yet. I mean, if that's what you're doing, then that's fine. For me, I'm going to go to random.org. I'm going to put 1 through 40, because that's all there is. There was only 40 tickets sold, so your chances are 1 in 40. And those guys that bought multiple tickets, I guess the odds do go up for you. And I'm going to go to random.org, put in 1 through 40, and whatever I come up with the first time, that is who the winner is going to be. And again, to be totally honest, if I could and not have it be completely picked apart, as in fraudulent, I would love to get in on that. I might have to pick one of those up. Honestly, I haven't shot it, but I love everything about it.
I just want to share this with you really quick. You know how they put my promo on your channel?
Mm-hmm.
So this one dude puts a comment on there, hippie medicine with a question mark. This is not what alternative medicine is. The definition that I am looking at for alternative medicine is not the standard practices that we find in clinics and hospitals.
Then comment back. Who left the comment?
I don't know. Don't know.
I'd just leave a comment back. Well, first of all,
why does everybody always gravitate to smoking dope, Woodstock, leftover, hippy-dippy people / attitude?
I guess that's them, because if you say to me alternative medicine, the first thing in my mind isn't someone smoking a big old reefer driving a Volkswagen minibus.
Yeah, this isn't Cheech and Chong. I'm just saying. It's,
I mean,
it's your acupuncture, your homeopathics. It's all those things.
Yeah, well. YouTube and YouTube comments are living proof that retards can run a keyboard. Can I try this?
No.
You want to smell it?
No, I don't want to smell
You want to put your tongue on it?
it. Who gave you that picture?
Who do you think?
Brad.
Brad, you. It's funny that she would say you. I'm not sure. It's either B or W. It's one. It was one or the other.
Well, he was going to be my other guess.
It's shocker. I shit you not. I'm getting out of the shower yesterday. My phone is in. Of course, the phone's in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear, ding, 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 ding. To the point where the noise got me to the point where I was thinking about destroying my own phone to make it stop. Yeah, it was the deplorables.
Of course.
Wade, I think Wade put something in there, and then Brad retaliated with his own barrage of pictures, and Wade's like, well, you ain't gonna win, boy. And then he sent in some.
Welcome to junior high.
Yet, for some reason, I'm okay with that. Jerky. Sound was iffy, but at the start, but got back into line around 18 minutes in. I hate fucktards like douche you're dealing with. Fuck those fucks. if people are doing construction in a nearby house, I'm usually the first to ask the people if they want coffee or something. Exactly. Exactly, Sharky. Like I said, you know, I'm in a place where, you know, some of them are there, you know, and they make, you know, they basically go out and buy everything on the first of the month, if you know what I mean. But there's also, actually right now, I would say over 75% of the 11 apartments are really cool people. I mean, literally, knock on the door and say, hey, can I come in because I have to, like, bleed the radiator or check on something. Yeah, come on in. And then sit and have a conversation. There's 2 places of the 11. I mean, just to skip back a second, one of the cooler guys, Zachary, you're never going to see this. I'm not even sure what Zachary does, but he seems like someone like one of us because I've been in his place. He's got a dog who I think does Thorazine or something because she's always like, I'm like, hey, Lyra. And her eyes just look at me and she's just like, dude, you want some of this? Really cool, really quiet dog, never barks. When you live in an apartment complex, yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. But you know, he like knocked on the door and he's just like, hey guys, I just wanted to say thanks for fixing that list of stuff that I had while I was gone. And but you know, I just wanted to let you know that something's goofed up with my stove now. Went over. It's like, oh yeah, we can fix that. Went over and took a look at it and, you know, gave it our best shot, but I think the stove just needs to be replaced. But it's just, yeah, Sharky, exactly. You know, I've had people working next door, and I was just like, you go out and you make friends with them, and just, you know, they're like, oh, I'm sorry if we're, like, making too much noise too early. Dude, you got a job. Just do it. I mean, I know it's not going to last forever. Here's the really funny thing. Because Chad is such a fucking little baby, you know, several of us are, I'm happy because I gave him the name, but several people are now referring to him as Princess Buttercup. It's like, again, I reference the fact that there's these little girls that work real jobs and have longer hours than he does, and they're like, no, it's all cool. And here's the fact. If it wasn't for him, we'd already be long gone from the place. But because, you know, I start very early, and he complained, and unfortunately, instead of taking care of their workers and whatever, the people with the powers that be decided to take Princess Buttercup's thing and just say, oh, well, just don't make any noise until 9. That's fine. Take a guess what happens from 6 till 9. Nothing. Well, at least that makes noise in construction. Fuck you. I'm there for the hours that I am there. And if out of 11 you have one girl, I mean, really a girl? I mean, never seen a vagina on a bearded woman, but I guess I would in this case. And you know, and then the tactics of this is supposed to be a business owner and spitting on people's vehicles because you're there doing your job. I'm sorry, you're an embarrassment, and I don't give a shit how good you are at your little tattoo thing. I wouldn't recommend you to the last fucking person on earth that wanted ink put on their body, because you are a vagina. And if you think all you can do is roll around and act like Mr. Intimidation, hey, you want to come to the gun show? Eat a dick, fairy. Princess Buttercup. Sharky, last comment, which is good. Our brew reviews are just fine with me. I'll just adjust the time it takes to prep the meal. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that, and a lot of you say that, because I know, Sharky, by the time it hits, you are in the kitchen and sending me some of those fucking awesome looking meal preparation. Oh, sorry. I saw that there was spam, and it was actually from JR10 Desert Gold on one of his own comments, sending me a link with that that Fosgate SBR. And again, he called Blog Radio last night. Let me tell you, I don't want to sound like I'm speaking for others, but every single time you call, my friend, which is why I've asked you just to schedule to be on Blog Radio for the full 2 fucking hours, because you obviously would be capable of it. It has been repeatedly said by the staff that they're always good calls. Always good calls. So think about it, or we'll find you. I'm going to hit the refresh button, put this on the old E-scale. Mr. Holster, hey, what happened to last night's brew review? I didn't do a brew review last night. Mr. Holster, slowing down and losing your edge after the other night, question mark? No. Okay, I'll be, Mr. Holster, I'll be 100% honest with you. I could either review the, as you said, and I have said, the shit beers, which, other than maybe being a little bit of fun, usually as far as a review goes, I know you and a few others don't give a flying shit about Miller Genuine Draft or something like that. When you're reviewing something that's like $30 a bottle, or even $10 a bottle, it's gotten to the point where I honestly kind of have to space them out, because I just you do the math. If the beer is between 9, I mean, some of them, like for instance, I asked you about this one. The only way I could get this was a 6-pack, so you're talking $15. Take 15 times 30, and I'll tell you why there's not a brew, and you'll figure out why there is not a brew review every single night. Because if I close this channel down and took the money that I'm spending on beer and moved it over to the eBomi channel, I could be like Jim and purchase a really awesome vintage Smith & Wesson every month. Joey Cuz, boobs. Joey Cuz, you look good with the green hair and the green bush. I have not seen that picture yet. What Joey's talking about is last night the Real Cobra Burnout showed a picture of a woman who was in one of the original Star Treks and played a green. Yeah, she was a green bitch, and she was hot then. And the picture he put up, I don't know if it was photoshopped at all, but if she's really an older woman and her tits really look that good, then more power to her. But in the picture, she had green hair, flesh-colored, but green hair and the matching carpet. And Hornet Fixer thought he was fucking just hilarious by putting my face on there. So if that has hit prime time, you'll see it very shortly. Otherwise, you know, at this point in time, I really don't fucking care. On the E scale, I give 9 ale from Surly I give it a 10. But, out of curiosity, and there's more in the bottle, so I can, in case this really fucks it up. First impressions by adding a shot of some nice, I'll just say peated scotch, because I don't know, it doesn't say anything about Islay, and most Islay scotches they're really proud of. Ooh. Let's look at this one tomorrow. Liquid Truth Serum IPA, 6.8% from Dogfish Head. And if it was a 10 before it got scotched, if you find this and you like it, try a shot of scotch in it. And because I can't say it, I want to get this over and done with and get it on to its owner. 8 chances left. $30 a chance. Snowflake Melter, Facebook. But you got to pass the firewall known as John Solar, so make sure you identify yourself appropriately. Cheers, guys.